Welcome, university students, young founders, and future innovators, to this explainer. If you're interested in using artificial intelligence to actually create and develop a startup project, well, you are exactly where you need to be. Today, we're going to unpack a complete blueprint on how to create a business plan using modern AI tools. Think of AI as your absolute ultimate co-pilot for startup creation in 2026. It's not going to do the work for you, but it is absolutely going to turbocharge your process.
So, are you ready to launch your startup? Look, for a really long time, the traditional path to starting a business was paved with massive pain points. You'd spend weeks doing time-consuming market research, or staring at blank screens trying to brainstorm ideas, or just pulling your hair out over complex financial modeling. It was honestly enough to stop a lot of really great ideas right in their tracks. But modern artificial intelligence, it has completely transformed entrepreneurship. The barrier to entry has literally never been lower, provided you actually know how to use the tools at your disposal.
What we're talking about today is the 2026 AI-Augmented Business Plan. That's a professional, realistic startup strategy built using modern artificial intelligence to save time, generate ideas, analyze markets, and make way better decisions. We're looking at a fundamental shift here. AI is no longer just some cool novelty. It is a powerful assistant that helps you move from a rough concept to a professional, investor-ready document faster and smarter than ever before.
Okay, let's dive into this builder's blueprint. We're going to cover 1. Idea and problem, 2. Market and business model, 3. Marketing and finance, 4. Risks and the pitch, and 5. The human advantage.
Starting right off with Section 1, Idea, Problem, and Solution.
Every great business starts right here. But instead of brainstorming in a vacuum, AI basically acts as your sounding board. You start by using AI to identify real-world problems and generate innovative ideas. From there, you work together to clearly define those exact pain points, pinpoint your target customers, and ultimately land on a proposed solution, crafting a really unique value proposition. What's amazing here is how AI helps transition a simple, maybe even kind of half-baked concept into a clear startup vision by instantly evaluating both its technical and commercial feasibility. Let me give you an example. Take a look at this prompt. Analyze customer needs and identify market opportunities for a sustainable fashion brand. Notice how you aren't just asking for a random business idea, you're setting very specific parameters. You're asking it to analyze needs and spot opportunities. This specific, targeted prompting is exactly how you get the AI to generate highly innovative business ideas and help you carve out a truly unique value proposition in the market.
Let's move to the market and see how this builds in Section 2, Market and Business Model.
Once you have your solution, well, you need to know if anyone actually wants it, right? You can ask your AI tools to analyze market size, industry trends, competitors, customer segments, and even potential opportunities and threats. It can synthesize massive amounts of data in literally seconds. But there is a catch. AI can sometimes hallucinate or pull outdated data, so it's really best to think of its output as a phenomenal first draft. You still have to fact-check it using reliable, up-to-date sources.
Once that's validated, we can take all that market data and map it directly onto a business model canvas. Beyond just customer segments, value propositions, revenue streams, and cost structure, you can prompt your AI to help define your distribution channels, customer relationships, key resources, key activities, and key partners. You feed your verified market research back into the AI, and it logically maps out exactly how your business is going to operate and actually make money. Now, investors need to know how you're getting customers and managing money, which brings us to Section 3, Marketing and Financial Plans. When it comes to getting the word out, AI is just an absolute powerhouse for developing a cohesive brand identity and a full marketing strategy. But it actually goes beyond just high-level strategy. AI can help you generate the tactical assets too. It can assist in creating social media content, visuals, videos, and entire digital promotional campaigns to really flesh out your customer acquisition strategies. It can even help you model out different pricing strategies based on competitor data. And then we get to the numbers, the financial plan projections. Look, for a lot of founders, this is the most intimidating part. But AI can help you model your startup costs, operating expenses, and revenue projections. It helps build comprehensive pricing models and profit and loss forecasts. But I have to warn you about a fun quirk of the technology. If you tell an AI you're going to capture 50% of a billion-dollar market on day one, it will happily build a model showing you as a billionaire by Tuesday. So grounding those inputs in reality, that's where your human expertise comes in. Because ultimately, the crucial point is getting to this magic number right here, 0, the break-even point. This is the exact moment your business stops burning cash and actually starts making a profit.
You want to use AI to build detailed cash flow projections so you can identify exactly when this break-even point is going to happen. Investors will demand to know this number, and AI allows you to model multiple scenarios, best case, worst case, expected case, so you are literally never caught off guard.
And every startup faces hurdles, so let's look at Section 4, Risks and the Pitch.
Every great founder knows how to anticipate roadblocks, and investors absolutely want to see that you've thought about them. AI is incredibly useful for mapping out a classic SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. But you can get way more granular than that. Prompt the AI to help you identify specific technical risks, financial risks, market risks, legal and ethical risks, and competition risks related to your specific niche. By preparing for these specific risk categories in advance, you show incredible maturity as a founder.
All of this comes together into a really beautiful sequential workflow. Over 4 months, or, however fast you want to move, you can progress from a simple idea in month 1 all the way to month 4, where the AI synthesizes your operational plan, your market analysis, and your financials into an investor-ready executive summary and a professional pitch deck. It takes all your raw data and organizes it into a really compelling narrative. So the crucial point is this. In Section 5, your human advantage.
The absolute most important takeaway here is the contrast between the tool and the builder. The AI assistant generates ideas, it analyzes data, and drafts content. But you, the human founder, you provide the creativity, the critical thinking, the actual real-world market validation, and the ethical decision-making. You must use AI responsibly. Protect your confidential data. Please don't type your proprietary secrets into public AI models. And above all, avoid blindly copying AI-generated content. Because at the end of the day, your unique human perspective is what investors are actually funding.
I want to leave you with this incredibly inspiring message directly from our source material. Today, students do not need to wait years to start building a business idea. With creativity, knowledge, determination, and the responsible use of artificial intelligence, they can transform an idea into a real business project. The tools are literally in your hands right now. That old barrier to entry has evaporated. It is entirely up to your determination and your creativity to make it happen.
Which leaves us with one final, very important question. What will your first AI prompt be to start building your future today? Think about a problem you really want to solve. Open up your AI Copilot and just start the conversation. The future belongs to those who build it, and you now have the blueprint. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy building!